Greetings, gentle viewers!
And howdy howdy!
The investigation into Rantaro's death continues. So we're not really gonna mess around this time and just get started.
Speaking of not messing around and getting started with Bittersweet Gamers, I'm We Squared, he's the Opinionator, let's go!
Yeah, but speaking of not messing around and getting started does not describe us.
Damn.
Gee.
Damn! That the way he states that. Hey!
I can't believe
remember!
That. Stop interrupting me! I can't believe that happened right next door to our strategy meeting.
Hey.
Kaito, can you tell me more about this strategy meeting of yours? You gathered everyone to meet in the basement, right?
Huh?
What? Am I one of your suspects now?
Kaito! You were just grilling Gonta and like, no, we're not suspecting you! And then somebody questions you and you do the same thing? Dude!
No, that's not what I'm... Nah, it's natural that you're suspicious of me. I'm a pretty suspicious guy. How about a hug?
Okay.
Of course!
But I'm not the culprit! I swear it on the universe!
Universe!
公庫の売りとなるものは立っておく。ユニバース！ユニバース！ユニバース！ユニバース！
I'm glad you didn't disappoint.
Got it.
I've got nothing to hide, so you can ask me anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then?
Well, now that we have the chance, let's look back at the entire incident together. Kaito went to the scene with us, so he might have noticed something we missed.
Got it.
All right then, where should we start?
After Kaede and I set up the cameras, we were keeping watch from the classroom. Some time passed, and then we saw you guys go down to the basement.
Hey.
When did you start asking people to go with you?
So...
I don't remember the exact time, but I asked them one by one and we all went there together.
Okay.
That's when we saw you. You, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Angie, Himiko, and Rantaro.
Just in case anyone ever possibly could forget how many people gone down here and who they were, we're gonna say it 80 million times.
You know...
Now that I think about it, the monitors started going off just before that.
Right.
That creepy music made it hard to keep the strategy meeting going. I want to confirm what you've told me so far. Everyone went to the game room for this meeting and no one went to the library, right?
Robin.
Oh.
No, Cat. No, you can't start messing with the microphone cords. Ow. Well, if there be any loud thumping, that be what it is.
Ah.
Yeah, we went straight to the game room. But right after we went inside, Gonta went into the AV room and wouldn't come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maki told me about that.
So...
After that, during the meeting, Rantaro left to go to the bathroom. But we thought it'd be bad if the meeting stopped, so me and Tenko went to get him back. And that's when we met up with you guys.
Okay.
We had gone down to the basement because the security sensor receiver went off.
Yeah.
And right when I was about to open the library door, you guys called out to us. So after you and Tenko left the game room, Himiko and Maki were still there, right?
Got it.
Yeah, I can guarantee it.
But you know...
However, I can't guarantee that Gonta was in here the whole time.
I see.
Yeah, he was by himself, so his alibi is...
So we can't confirm Gonta's alibi yet.
Hey.
The library's rear entrance is at the end of the hallway, correct? Did you see anyone there?
That's right.
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I'm sure I would have noticed if someone was there.
Jeez.
Then I opened the door to the library with you guys and found Rantaro's dead body. That's just about how it went. We didn't learn any new information, though.
But we got confirmation on other information we'd received.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So I'm not cleared of suspicion yet, huh?
No.
Oh, don't worry. you're not a likely suspect, but we have to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Hey, that's not something a detective should say.
Huh?
What? Are you telling me how to do my job? But if I told you that you were a suspect, then you'd get really defensive and stuff. Maybe you're actually the biggest suspect of all, and I'm just telling you this to keep you relaxed. You ever thought of that? Huh? Mr. Luminary of the Stars?
Shuichi, calm down.
Listen up.
If you suspect me, you better pursue it to the end. Investigate until you're satisfied. If you don't do that, you'll never reach the truth. Rantaro will have died from nothing.
Wow. Well done, dude. He may be kind of dumb and he may be kind of derpy sometimes, but
His heart's in the right place.
his heart is in the right place, and well done, well done.
Got it.
This is where you need to let your ultimate talent shine.
This is a great way to motivate people, and he deployed it at the right time. Yes, sir!
Shuichi.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you notice something or remember anything, let us know.
Of course.
Well, I'm not planning on leaving it all to you guys. I'll investigate in my own way, loud and brash.
Well, he might find something.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna get in the way.
yeah.
Wow.
And now Miss Negativity.
Like, I'm really appreciating how basically every time that we talk to anybody since this investigation has started, and even when they're just standing in the halls, they always have something that's not only revealing about their character, but it's often interesting. Like, there's not actually wasted time here. I'm really impressed. Like, just from talking to Ryoma and Kaito and Maki, like, we ended up liking them more because they got to display more of who they really were. Just like me. Okay, maybe that's not fair, but...
The culprit is definitely Gonta. He's suspicious, no matter how you look at it.
It's okay. It's okay.
No.
No, it's still too early to determine that. There are a lot of things to consider.
Really? Even so, it's definitely Gonta. He's suspicious, no matter how you look at it.
Why do you dislike him so much?
No, really, I just want this investigation to be over because it's bothersome, so I'm latching on to the first thing to make it be over so I don't have to exhibit any effort.
Not only was that remarkably specific, but plausible?
No. Why don't you help investigate before you decide that, Himiko?
What a pain.
Investigating is a pain. Gonta's suspicious, no matter how you look at it.
Got it?
Like I said, you need to investigate before you decide that. Hell, use your magic for all I care. Gonta's suspicious, no matter how magic powder.
Kaede, she's foaming at the mouth!
It's impossible.
Magic shouldn't be used like that. It'll lead to corruption.
She's not wrong, but...
Then stop being so lazy and put some actual effort into solving this. Yeah.
But I really didn't expect that. We just looked at the videos and...
Oh, The Legend of 1900. I've always wanted to see this film.
That's...
The one with the pianist that has eyes like a dead fish, right? Hey, I don't really know anything about Japanese cinema. I've seen a bunch of Kurosawa and that's it.
Huh?
This film won awards for its phenomenal music. U.S. audiences were moved to tears. The draw wasn't the pianist with the eyes like a dead fish.
Actually, I seem to maybe remember seeing something like this when I was younger. Not the movie, but an ad for it.
Really?
Well, Americans do tend to get emotional.
I feel personally attacked.
It's true.
What else do they have here? Oh, Robin, you're coming across and standing on the desk with the microphone. That's really helpful.
Okay.
Blocking the view of the TV with your butt.
Yeah, Robin straight up has stuck his butt in Billy's face.
Okay.
We have to attend to the cat now.
Robin, it's really stupid. Oh.
Robin. Okay, we fed the cat.
I grabbed a movie at random, and the case was covered with pictures of naked men and women.
Should we call Miyu or Tsumugi? Find any movies over there?
No! Nothing suspicious over here. Let's go look somewhere else. Oh, that's what Gonta looked like when Gonta was in woods.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Nothing!
What happened?
What's wrong? Did you see something? Gonta? What is it?
That's wrong.
I said it's nothing! Gonta won't see! There's nothing here but a bunch of movies. I mean, movies!
Wait!
Kaede, you're panicking! It's okay if you found a clue, or moves, or whatever. You can tell me. Here, let me look. I'll save you!
Jeez.
No! Don't come over here! Gonta won't come! A couple minutes later, Gonta won't leave. We were both looking down at the floor with beet red faces.
Well, that was far more amusing than I expected.
I told you.
Sorry.
Well, let's investigate something else.
Meanwhile, Kaito's like whistling innocently in the background.
That's true.
Okay, we should just assume that everything in these rooms is gonna lead to something. Hit screen for projector. If you roll up the screen, you could use it as a long pole of sorts.
I guess to reach through the gap in the door, slide open the sliding door across from it, and then huck a shot put to kill Rantaro.
Yeah, and that way it triggers the camera that when the door opens...
But it won't show anything.
That did not happen, but I guess it's very plausible.
I'm going to laugh so hard if that's what they come up with to try and blame Gonta for. So what?
No.
I was just thinking that it could be used for something.
Used how? Sometimes you say some weird things, Shuichi. Must be a detective quirk of yours.
I guess we have detective quirks.
Well, I mean, you look at the way we look at these games.
You think so? Sorry. You can treat it as me talking to myself or BSG funneling knowledge into my mind that I actually take seriously for some strange reason.
Something morphogenetic field, I get it.
Okay, good. There wasn't a truth bullet. Calm down, Gonta. Just tell us what you were... Well,
Gonta.
You did tell us what you were doing.
Gonta watching Bug Movie to fill Gonta with fight so Gonta can fight Monokuma. But Gonta need focus to fill up with fight, so Gonta lock door.
Okay, so you locked the interior door. Is the exterior door really not gonna come up? Well, it will when we look at it.
Yeah. That sounds like a lie. If you don't tell the truth, I'll blow your clothes off with magic.
Himiko, were you the one watching that movie?
Yeah. Huh? If Gonta naked in public, then Gonta never become gentlemen.
Jeez.
Himiko, shut up! Stop saying ridiculous things!
Honest.
Gonta just want to protect everyone! Really!
So I guess we're gonna end up spending a lot of time arguing with Himiko in trials, trying to prove that Kyoko isn't a ghost.
Why?
Why no one believe Gonta? Gonta feels so pathetic.
That's okay, sir. You can calm down now, Mr. Gentleman, sir.
Gonta better now.
No truth bullet for that.
Well, if that doesn't tell you how reliable it is. I bet this huge speaker produces some high-quality sound, but that's not relevant now. It's gonna be important? Gonna get a scene for it? Oh, okay, I see how it is.
All right, let's get the door.
This door is different than the one we used to enter the game room.
Why'd they build the wall like this? It's all like sideways. Well, anyway.
Is this connected to the hallway?
Yep,
You're right.
it seems that way. Let's check.
Yeah.
It's a sliding door. I'll open it.
Oh, no.
I tried to open it, but...
It won't open.
Ka-chunk!
Did you say ka-chunk?
No.
Okay.
That's weird. It doesn't open all the way. Looks like it wasn't installed right. I can only stick my arm through.
Say that one more time.
It looks like it wasn't installed right. It was installed left.
No, the other part, the part that's important, you idiot.
I can only stick my arm through.
So we take the long pole, and so the Gonta throws shot put argument rears its ugly head. I can see the hallway on the other side, but I suppose it's just not possible to use this door. Why not get Gonta over here and see if he can open it?
Yeah, he could probably force it open, I bet. Or like rip it off its hinges. No. If it's Gonta, it doesn't matter if the door was stuck.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. Also, quit accusing Gonta. You have to have a reason for it.
He's strong enough to throw that super heavy manhole cover.
That's right.
Yeah, he could eat this door for breakfast.
No, Gonta eats meat and maybe nuts and the occasional fruit and tuber.
Gonta never do that?
Gonta not eat door for breakfast? Breakfast most important meal of any gentleman's day.
I believe you, but that's the wrong reasoning.
Okay.
I agree.
Huh? You think Gonta could eat this door?
No, I think that breakfast is important.
No.
No, not that. I mean, I don't think he did anything like that. Look at this.
Yeah, if he forced it open, it'd be forced open.
Is that all right?
There's dust piled up on the railing of the door. This sliding door hasn't moved in a while.
So then, he just forced his way through the gap like some kind of gelatinous creature.
No, I don't think that's it. What movies have you been watching over there, Himiko?
That's not possible. There's maybe enough space for a baseball to fit through.
I seem to recall we have foreseen this argument.
I guess an arm could fit through as well, if it were thin enough.
So you mean maybe it really didn't roll, and it was actually some kind of invisible Miyu who used, like,
No.
stealth camo to get in here, knocked out Gonta, and then fired the shot put from a cannon?
No, because then the blood would be completely different.
Oh, you're right, okay.
He'd be smashed into the wall.
Okay, yeah,
And there'd be a big splatter on the wall.
Why are you taking this so seriously? That was a throwaway joke. Yes, congratulations. You demolished it. But you were always going to demolish it. You didn't have to go after it that hard.
Yes, I did.
I've been trained not to do that again, I guess.
It's magic.
So then, he probably used magic that makes you slim and keeps the fat off.
Do you have access to this spell?
Wait!
Gonta no can use magic! Himiko use magic!
Okay.
Oh, I can use magic!
Wait a minute, are you saying you did it? You're the killer!
These two never have anything important to say. Can we just move on?
And yet they actually come across, like, really well. It's like, it's funny, not irritating.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Shuichi? Because she already said the rest of the line.
No.
Nothing. Just something I want to confirm. I'm going to try the sliding door one more time.
As Shuichi peeked through the gap of the sliding door, he muttered.
I knew it.
I thought so. Look, you can see the rear entrance to the library from here. This door and the rear entrance are located straight across from one another. Just like we pointed out when we first saw the door.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
So what?
Kaede, even Himiko gets it!
That's...
I'm not sure if it matters yet, but it is a little concerning.
Concerning how? Here we go.
You don't really think it was Gonta or Ryoma?
No! You know, it's hard to say with all the fake outs it's been doing. But I just can't think of a solid motive for either of them. I mean, Ryoma was straight up like, someone kill me.
Yeah.
Now, one could argue that he said that knowing no one was going to go with it and thus create an alibi, but explain Gota's motive.
I mean, I just can't believe that he'd do it, but I'm just thinking about the blood splatter, which we haven't had a chance to look at. They didn't seem to want to talk about or turn into a truth bullet.
Yeah.
I think we've investigated everything here, too.
Mm-hmm.
Then what should we do next?
Hey,
For now, let's ask the others some questions. There are still people we haven't talked to.
Aww.
This would be done if we had the pictures. We wouldn't have to waste our time like this. We'd already know who the mastermind is.
No. Maybe. But we shouldn't wait around and do nothing. If we do, Damon will spend 15 minutes griping about us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He would spend 15 minutes griping about us.
Maybe 20. I still think that this somehow is the likely culprit.
Well, there's been trials where we've had to provide evidence about a wild goose chase, ultimately to come and determine that it wasn't true at the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not like this is unprecedented or something.
Oh, no, hardly. Well, I mean, all the evidence is so far maybe pointing to it, but I don't think it's right.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that we should ignore motive.
Yeah.
We've gotten buried a bit too deep in that before, and I'd like to avoid it again.
Okay.
However, if we're not sitting here doubting somebody for 50 minutes, and then it turns out that, you know, they actually did do something really horrible, we do tend to get pretty mad about it.
That's true. Speaking of someone that's useless to talk to about anything.
Okay.
Hey.
You're not gonna investigate, Angie? Or are you asking Atua for help? Investigating is important, but I gotta say my prayers to Atua too.
Amen.
Oh, Atua, please let Rantaro enter heaven safe and sound.
hey,
I suppose a prayer couldn't hurt.
Rantaro died in such a gruesome way. Would he be able to go to heaven in peace?
How very Japanese. What a very Japanese way of looking at that.
It'd be nice if he could.
It'll be okay.
Don't worry, I'll pray hard. If I pray hard enough, I'll earn enough points to become a platinum disciple. Oh.
This is a horrible religion.
Okay.
No. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm just not even going to say anything about it. There will be no way for me to comment on this.
Yeah.
So I will not.
Huh?
Sounds like a credit card rewards program.
What's next? Indulgences?
Like I said, nothing useful.
Great.
Oh, Tenko, I wanted to ask you something.
What?
We asked Tenko about what happened in the game room. But
okay.
She only confirmed what Maki had told us and didn't provide any new information, and this seems like kind of a pointless endeavor. Like, why have her here if she's not going to have her own scene?
Well, this is more like, why have her repeat herself? Like, why have her repeat the exact same thing in a scene? I'm surprised they did it this way, but okay. I wonder if you get Tenko's account if you talk to her first.
Maybe so.
She probably doesn't appear.
I see.
That's right.
I knew it! Gonta would be the most suspicious since he locked himself in the AV room. Not to mention he's also a degenerate male.
I don't think that has anything to do with it, but... Are you submitting that as evidence? Do we have to do battle with this worldview? Really don't want to have to waste our time doing that, but I guess we will.
Hey.
By the way, how has your investigation been going? I haven't done any investigating!
huh?
Degenerate male.
Hey, degenerate, don't give me that face! I've been doing something else!
Okay, I'm afraid to ask, but go ahead. Shoot.
I've been watching Angie.
Okay.
Huh?
Watching Angie?
Listen up.
We agreed to investigate with one other person, right? Well, I chose Angie. But Angie's just been wandering around alone.
I see.
Oh, that's why you're with Angie? To protect her, right?
Well, it actually prevents her from looking really suspicious, wandering around alone.
That's true, that's true.
At least it actually is useful.
That's true. I don't want to suspect anyone either, but girls' lives are at stake here.
Okay.
For an investigation like this to work, we have to trust each other. Then just trust Kaede and the other girls, please.
Ooh, she does not look happy right now. I don't know what she looks like, but it's definitely not happy.
I asked her to not make that face again.
Ugh, degenerate males.
Don't act all high and mighty with me, you two-faced degenerate.
Then just trust Kaede if this is how it has to be.
No.
Sorry, that wasn't my intention.
All right.
Just gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Waste of dang time. Speaking of a waste of time, I think Kokichi was up here.
Might as well just hit them all.
This is not going to be useful.
We're just moving from one useless person to another.
Oh?
Oh, investigating together, are we? You two sure have gotten awfully chummy.
Can I just question you without any weird back sass?
Yes.
That's a lie. Are you here alone, Kokichi?
Huh? Yeah, why?
Jeez.
We all agreed to investigate with at least one other person.
Was it?
Oh, did we? Well, just because we agreed, doesn't mean we have to do it, right?
Hey,
Why would you do something that would make everyone suspicious of you?
Well, let's be serious. You were all already suspicious of me, so what does it even matter?
Guilty as charged.
Right?
'Cause I'm an evil supreme leader! Remember? I'm supposed to be suspicious!
Is that all right?
Anyway, there's something I wanted to ask you. What were you doing at the time Nantaro was killed?
Oh.
Ooh, an interrogation from the ultimate detective himself! What a rare opportunity! Then I'll gladly answer. To tell you the truth, I was in the library, smashing in Nantaro's head!
huh?
Quit screwing around and take this seriously.
Why?
Why?
I told you. Do I really need to tell you guys what I was doing?
Huh?
What?
Because?
If I gave you honest answers now, when we get to the trial, it'd just make everything boring! Right? Come on, let's have fun. Is he the mastermind? Really? No, isn't this kind of the attitude that the Monokubs and Monokuma have?
I mean, yes, that's true, and he is wearing black and white, much like Monokuma.
There's enough reason to actually suspect him on that.
Man.
I feel like that would be too obvious from a narrative point of view.
Yeah, but actually, is it that obvious? Everything else has been fake out after fake out after fake out.
So you see,
you can't trust anything.
Yeah, so you see something and you can't tell if they're trying to fake you out or not.
And then that kanji for lie in the opening?
Right, so it could be that they can even just straight up tell you things and you'll still be surprised because of all the faking out.
My brain.
I'd rather, just like I just ad-libbed, I'd rather just tell you at the class trial. That would be way more fun. Poo-hoo-hoo, Kuma.
Shit.
The trial's gonna be boring anyway, since we'll have photo evidence.
Stop it.
What are you saying?
This could just be him trolling, which is utterly realistic.
But it could also easily just be him not trolling.
He could just straight up be telling you the truth about everything.
Anyway.
Nah, I'm just saying, this is a game. Let's have some fun with it.
That's wrong.
This isn't a game. Rantaro was murdered. All our lives are at stake.
How exciting!
Exactly. It's a game of life or death. I'm so excited. I want the class trial to start already.
Is Kokichi actually enjoying this situation?
Or something. Huh. Grade A+++ troll, if nothing else.
I'm noticing the buttons on his coat.
Uh-huh.
They're different colors.
Right.
What colors are they, Damon?
Yellow, red, brown, or orange, black, and gray?
I mean, you know, I could kind of call that bottom right one maybe blue.
Yeah, okay.
Top left one could be pink. Do you think they might represent the Moto Cubs?
Yes. Actually, no, you're right. Those colors match up. So he's got a black and white scarf and colors indicating all the Mono Cubs. And he's the evil supreme leader. And we've already seen... so I guess the guy from like the Monokuma Fire Punch thing was a character from Kin Nikuman, which, hey...
We can't have watched everything, man.
Yeah. I mean, regardless of the fact that it is an Imperial Japanese Army hat, which it is, okay? Well, there's another one, right?
Yeah.
We've only seen this hat exactly 2 times. I mean, yes, the color is different, but we've seen the hat exactly 2 times.
That's true.
And one of them was on Monokuma and one of them was on Kokichi. Oh, and we can get a better look here. Red, pink,
Orange,
brownie yellow, the color of Monosuke.
Maybe green? I don't know, that's kind of a stretch, I feel, maybe.
The blue one and that one, maybe.
I mean, if our theory is correct, that would have to be the green, but I feel like that's a...
Well, I mean, look, the lighting's weird right here anyway, and because of the destruction of the television and different weird color settings and not getting used to them, who the heck knows? Okay. Again, that would be pretty obvious, but again, fake out. Huh!
The game doesn't have to lie if they can get their same objective by telling the truth.
And the most effective and easiest way to lie
is to tell the truth.
Huh. Can't believe it.
I don't think he killed Rantaro, though.
Oh, no.
Kaede, Shuichi, I would like to ask you 2 a question. You were on lookout inside this classroom, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. From here, we could keep an eye on the basement, and it was close to the library, too.
And there's that library vent.
You're right.
That's our alibi. Everybody knows what we were doing with our equipment. This is where we were stationed, and it makes sense, and we're each here. And there would be no point in 2 people killing 1 person?
Yeah. And then not stepping up to claim the free blood perk or something, you know?
Yeah. We were both in this classroom when the murder occurred. And they're gonna look so suspicious if the ball really was rolled down.
That's true. Oh my god, there's so many ways this could go wrong.
And this is only the first one. So
I know, I love it.
Well, you know, the first case in the first game was really simple. The first case in the second game...
It was a little more complicated.
It was a good deal more complicated. And it had, like, a serious fake-out. This seems to have... Well, they're taking their time with the details more.
I appreciate that.
Man, so far, the Danganronpa series has actually gotten better and better and better for us with each entry. Man, we loved Ultra Despair Girls.
Oh, yeah.
And this is really good. I am gonna be bitter and furious if it becomes garbage.
I see.
Then the probability that you 2 committed the crime is extremely low.
Feel free to accuse us, though.
By the way, were you 2 together the entire time?
No, they were not. There was a time when Kaede was in here alone, spaced out, stressed out, sweeping.
That's true. What was Shuichi doing during that time?
I don't remember. Could Kaede have done it Accidentally? No. If the grate's on the vent, she didn't do it accidentally.
Yeah, but if she was by herself, and there is something to do with that background music, she might have been influenced by it without us knowing. You know what I mean?
Maybe. If there was some sort of brainwashing power in it, which again is a super established, perhaps the most important super established fact in Danganronpa, because it supposedly explains away all the plot holes of the first 2 games.
However dumb that was.
That would definitely be a shock if it really was an accident and Kaede's responsible for it. And since she didn't claim the first blood perk, it doesn't apply to her, and so that's how it gets rid of her.
Yeah. Oh, God.
No.
No, I did leave for a bit to see what was happening in the basement. I don't remember why he left.
Like, surely he wouldn't have left by himself when the alarm went off. They both left when the alarm went off,
Yeah, it was
right?
before the alarm went off. I don't remember exactly what it was. It might have been after the music started. I just don't remember because I haven't edited those episodes yet. I'm going to be honest. But besides that, we were together the whole time until the receiver went off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you very much.
I understand. Thank you very much. Is that all you wanted to ask? Oh, may I ask you one more question? Specifically about that vent.
About that vent.
Why is it open?
Well, no, we just saw that it was closed in the last picture that came up with the truth bullet. Kibo's a lot sharper than I was expecting. He had been like, I didn't really like him at all before now, but the fact that
that's because they kind of have just been playing his joke.
Yeah.
And not actually revealing who he was.
But
now in this investigation, everyone's revealing more of who they are.
Yeah, that's exactly
and
right.
less of relying on the same jokes, except Angie. Angie hasn't had a chance to reveal who she is yet. They've just been playing the same joke with her.
But aside from that, everybody else, even Miyu, is like really getting a chance to show who they are, and that's good. Like, Kibo may actually be a wimp and like pathetically prickly, but he is curious, inquisitive, and smart.
Yes.
Oh, thank God! Thank God!
It appears to be connected to this classroom.
Not thank Atua.
Yeah.
I just don't see how somebody could have gotten in, taken the vent off, and put it back.
Right. The air duct in the basement hallway leads to it.
Right.
That's
what we initially thought the crime was committed by, unless it really was a drone. Yeah, I was also concerned about this vent. That's why we kept watch in this classroom.
That's right.
Because the culprit wouldn't be able to use this vent if we're in here on lookout.
That's right.
Under those circumstances, it would be difficult to sneak into the library from here.
Okay.
Kaede stacked up books in front of the library vent as well. With those in the way, it would have been even harder for someone to go in and out.
Hold on! Kaede kind of zoned out while she was cleaning, right?
Right.
She zoned out while stacking the books, too. Remember, she actually picked up a book and started reading it, despite having established that none of the books were written in a language she couldn't read or identify?
Huh.
So...
maybe.
Well, she only started spacing out when the music started playing.
Oh, well, then that doesn't have anything to do with her spacing out at the books.
That's a good point. Yeah, the music hadn't started playing yet. But she's been spacing out, and I think that's important.
But it also could just be a narrative device that's used to quickly move the passage of time.
Could be. Yeah, I'm just saying. It's a possibility.
Well, we've established a reasonable, plausible enough reason that we're gonna have to suspect Kaede. I mean, until that can be eliminated, we have to do it. Gosh, what are we up to? We need evidence to disprove Gonta. We have to suspect Kaede.
Right.
We need evidence to disprove Ryoma, because you know that's going to come up, considering he's a prisoner
and
because
he's known for murdering people with metal balls. Maybe I should rephrase that.
And then we have Miyu because of how deeply involved she is in the specifics.
Yes.
That's it, right?
Yes, just those four.
That's actually kind of a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. This trial's going to be a doozy.
for number 1, too. How fantastic.
I'll commit that to my memory bank.
Really? I will be sure to save that important piece of information to my memory bank. Pulls out a tape recorder.
Thank you very much.
I hope my line of questioning has not offended either of you.
No, it is absolutely in the right spirit, in the proper spirit. In like a we have to talk to each other and I have to get these questions answered, not because I'm doubting you, but because I'm trying to get closer to the truth, because I want to eliminate you as a suspect, because I trust you.
It is necessary so that we may find the truth.
Several people are out doing different things for different reasons. Isn't it great?
I love it. Hebo, you totally sounded like a detective or a lawyer just now.
I mean, he's a metal hero, but that could conceivably cross over with something like Deca Ranger. Detective Ranger.
Oh, maybe you were a detective or a lawyer in a past life.
Robots don't reincarnate, silly.
Past life? How could I have a past life when I'm not made of human components?
I told you.
Why are you being robophobic?
Nobody's being phoborobic. Yeah, I mean, both of these truth bullets really do implicate Kaede.
Mm-hmm.
It is normal to suspect the protagonist of something in a game like this, even if it doesn't turn out to be true. But it's turned out to be true in Danganronpa 2, for instance, as well as other games.
Right.
And so Kaede is kind of implicated. To be fair, the vent grate is there.
Well, there's no reason they couldn't have put it back up.
I know.
Right.
I hope there's nothing to that. Let me guess. You wish to hear my alibi, yes?
I guess we better. How'd you know?
You see,
My appearance and actions thus far suggest, as BSG and especially Damon have accused me of multiple times, as my placement in BSG's outro solidifies, they suggest I am someone who would commit a murder.
At least he's self-aware.
Can I say I appreciate that?
well,
So, to briefly state the truth,
I didn't do it. There you go.
when the body discovery announcement played, I was in the dining hall eating supper.
yes.
The other people there with me were Miyu and Kirumi and Tsumugi. The Monocubs prepared the meal for me. It was listed on the menu as
What?
The Monocubs prepared the meal?
Huh?
Pasta that tastes like a lonely old lady eating her grandkid's birthday cake or some such.
That pasta sounds depressing.
I think I might order that cake too, or that pasta too.
Or possibly creepy. A creepy pasta, if you will.
I mean, why do you want to eat a lonely old lady eating her grandkid's birthday cake? I'd just be curious. As long as you can confirm for me that there's no meat in there. I don't think I'd want meat in a pasta called that.
Yeah? No.
Do you understand?
That concludes my alibi. I do hope it can be of some help.
Other than raising some very unusual, unimportant questions. Okay, we're done here.
Hey,
And what about... I'm sorry!
I know! The fact that Shuichi just kind of blows it all aside.
And what about the people around you? Did you notice anything in particular?
yes.
Ah, if there was something to note, it would be that Miyu was tinkering with something or other. The prawn.
Yes.
There was also a brief period of time where Tsumugi left to use the restroom.
The restroom, huh? Interesting.
Who would do such a thing? Well, okay, now I want to look at this more specifically. Miyu's tinkering, this is where they were when the body discovery played. The Monocubs were there for some reason. So, and Tsumugi is one of the people who arrived later, okay.
Well, Tsumugi is the ultimate cosplayer.
And you know those cosplayers, right? Always going to the bathroom?
I don't know where I'm going with this. She could have gone to the bathroom to secretly disguise herself as someone else.
But her lab isn't open yet, so... Someone else? But who?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'll go talk to her. She should be at the crime scene in the library.
No, this is good that we're doing this, though. Okay, so maybe she disguised herself as Rantaro and died, and Rantaro, after he discovered this, disguised himself as Tsumugi.
At this point, I'd believe it. With all the many different ways this could go, I would believe it, and not bat an eye. It was really weird watching Korikyo eat. He didn't unzip his mask at all.
I'm choking. Somebody please help.
It's the vent that connects to the library. Shuichi and I were on lookout in the classroom that connects with this vent. Well, fine then. Okay, fine.
Hey.
Oh yeah, there's this.
Hey, Kibo, what were you doing and where during the body discovery announcement? Ah, my alibi. Ah!
Okay. Maybe this has to do with the suit. I'm not convinced that he's a robot yet. You know, wouldn't it be interesting if we were in a digital world again?
That is the other time we've seen an ultimate robot.
Nobody would ever expect us to do that twice in a row.
Yeah, you're right.
Man, if I'm in a digital world, I want Digimon.
Huh?
Are you glitching right now?
Well,
No, I'm just searching for the right words.
Excuse me?
In all honesty, I was alone in my room, so I admit my alibi is not altogether reliable. So you don't have an alibi? But Ryoma said he was alone in his room too.
Aww.
Jeez, way to throw him under the bus.
Well, I mean, if he can't help it. If he was alone in his room, he's alone in his room. It does mean he doesn't have a good alibi.
Yeah.
But that, just because somebody doesn't have an alibi doesn't mean that they did it.
Yeah. Huh? That was not my intention.
It's just, unfortunately, you have to be investigated like that, but...
But I see, both Kibo and Ryoma don't have an alibi.
It can't be Kibo. 100% cannot be, because he doesn't have the strength to lift something that heavy.
That's true.
This has been demonstrated. He can't do it.
That's true.
I mean, unless he was lying about that.
That means it's possible one of those two is the mastermind.
Whoa. The mastermind and the killer are not synonymous.
I know, she hasn't quite figured that out, yo. Though.
She's stubborn like that, but then again, so am I.
Am I under suspicion because I don't have an alibi?
Unfortunately, but you're like almost at the bottom of the list. It's not a problem.
I'm at the bottom of everything, it seems.
This is a list you want to be at the bottom of!
No, I won't suspect you just because you don't have an alibi.
What?
Of course.
Why not?
And I'm not saying that because you're a robot or anything. I'm not robophobic at all.
thank you very much.
But you don't need to be so PC. You can be a Mac if you want. Ha ha ha.
Okay.
Putting aside the thing about Tsumugi, now we know everyone's alibi.
Huh? What about Kokichi?
We already talked to him. He has no alibi. He'll lie. Who knows what he's gonna do?
Yeah.
He will push the wrong people. He will cause chaos.
We'll just make a mess.
It will be terrible. What did Nagito do in the trials? I don't even remember at this point.
Well, he actually did try and help everyone figure it out.
That's kind of what I thought.
I mean, he does. The point is he wanted people to do the murders so that everyone could shine brighter than whatever. And so
Yeah,
when the actual trial happened, he helped. That was the point.
I seem to remember that he was actually kind of smart about it, too.
There was one or two times in which he figured something out but waited until Hajime said it to confirm it.
No.
We don't need to ask Kokichi. He was definitely alone. Everyone we talked to hadn't seen him, so no one would corroborate his alibi, right? That means he just must have been alone, like Kibo, like Ryoma.
I see.
Oh, you're right. I guess that's why you're the detective and I'm not.
Tsumugi might actually say that she saw him.
Possibly. She may have seen him when she went to go take a tinkle.
Well, on that auspicious note...
Tsumugi taking a tinkle?
It's not the first time taking a whiz has come up in this series for some reason. We know it's a little early, but our episodes have been stretching long recently, so we're going to take back some of the time. Suffer, you suckers. Anyway, the investigation is surely going to be over in the next episode.
Yeah. And then we'll get to the trial.
Man, I have a much less solid idea of what it was that happened this time around going into it.
Yeah. There's a lot of different ways it could go.
Yeah, it's plausible it could be several ones. Just because the first stuff that we thought about, just because we thought about it first doesn't mean that we should favor those theories.
Yeah, we need to keep an open mind.
But I still haven't seen anything that would really disprove those theories either.
Correct. But that might come out during the trial.
We assume it will. Speaking of assumptions,